We love going to the library. It's always super fun, but when we go and we just pull books off the shelves, sometimes we find a winner or two, but a lot of times, a lot of the books are kind of eh. And so I like to look up beforehand and get recommendations of books from blogs and Pinterest, and a lot of times I put them on hold so that they're there and ready for us when we get there. But I just wanted to share some of our favorite books from the library haul we took home this week. All right, Rhyming Dust Bunnies by Jan Thomas. I hope I say these names right. Anyway, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with this one. It's not a new book, but it does a lot of rhyming. And Elise is learning how to read right now, and so books with a lot of rhyming are really good for her. It's also silly. Who doesn't love a silly book about dust bunnies that get sucked up by a vacuum cleaner? All right, this book is called Moe's Mustache by Ben Clanton, and it is a silly book about fads and styles and being yourself and being unique and not getting frustrated when other people want to do what you want to do. We liked it. Here was another book this week, Falling for Rapunzel by Leah Wilcox. Lacey, what did you think of this book?
It's funny, and can you tell something really funny?
Yeah.
The prince said, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, and Rapunzel thought hit her underwear.
So this is a really silly take on Rapunzel, and he asks her to throw down her hair, and she throws down her underwear, and then he asks for her curly locks, and she throws down her socks, and it's just her dirty socks. It was silly and fun. We really enjoyed it. All right. Uh-oh. Caleb's adding to my stash over here. Thanks, bud. Thanks, bud. All right. This book is called Going Places by Peter and Paul Reynolds. I loved it. And the reason I loved it is because of the impact it had in our family. It's a story about two kids that were supposed to make a go-kart for school, and there's instructions, and everybody in their class follows the instructions and has the exact same go-kart. And these two kids decide to dream big, and they build an airplane. And the reason I loved this book is because it was all about creativity. And when my son finished it, he shut the book and he jumped up and he said, Mom, I gotta go build a car out of sticks. And he ran out to the backyard and spent the good part of an afternoon building a car out of sticks in the backyard. So any book that has that impact is a winner. There it is, the winner. Oh, sorry guys, this is my first time filming this. I hope you can see me and see it. Cubby, I'm almost done. I'm gonna tell them about 2 more books. Okay, 3 more. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's, I guess, a recent classic already. Pete the Cat and His 4 Groovy Buttons by James Dean. Did he cry? Goodness no! Buttons come and buttons go. And I just keep singing my song. It's really catchy. I love that it's got some counting and some singing, and it's silly, and that it's also about kind of taking life as it comes to you and not stressing about the little things. And then it ends with about his belly button. Oh, that's one of our favorite parts. Cubby, you like Pete the Cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a winner. It's a winner. Sorry, I think the sun might be making it hard to see these.
And it is silly.
It is silly. Okay, next up is The OK Book.
The OK Book.
And it is by Amy Krouse Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenheld. Again, I really hope I'm not butchering these names. But what I really liked about this book is it goes through a kid's life and how they're okay at this and they're okay at that and they're okay in this, and it's not negative about being okay at it at all. It is that way. Like, they're okay at these different skills, and it goes through lots of silly ones. The illustrations are fun. They're simple, but they're really fun. I'll show you in a second. And then at the end, it talks about how, you know, someday we're going to grow up and be great at something. But when we start, we're okay at stuff, and that's okay. We'll just keep working on it. And so I love that it encourages, like, hard work, and I just really liked it. What did you guys think of the OK Book?
Good. And the K and the O make a person.
The K and the O make a person. That's what we really liked about the illustrations. Hi, how are you? I'm okay. Get it? Okay. Anyway, so this little OK dude does all sorts of different things. I'm an OK skipper. I'm an OK climber. It's really cute. All right, the last one is a book that I looked up on purpose and I put on hold and we waited for it and I'm glad we did. This is called What If Everybody Did That?
What if everybody did that?
What If Everybody Did That? And it is by Ellen Javernick. And what do you guys remember about this book?
He does wrong stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. And one of the ones, he licked frosting to see if it tastes so good, and it was in a wedding cake.
And what if everybody did that?
Yeah. What if everybody? It would be like so messed up.
This book is about a boy who does kind of insensitive, thoughtless things that all kids and adults are prone to do sometimes. And then the question on the other side of the page is, well, what if everybody did that? And it talks about the impact that all of our little actions have on the world. So let me show you one of the examples in there. Anyway, I wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, what if everybody did that? And then on the other side, there's the picture of everybody racing around. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda can out of the window. The patrolman who pulled us over said, well, what if everybody did that? And then you've got a picture of all the litter. So it goes through silly things and funny things, and anyway, it was a cute and funny book with a good moral about being thoughtful of the way our actions impact others. So I'll put the links to these books below in case the camera didn't show them super well or you want to be able to look into more information about them. But I just hope that you enjoy them because our family sure did. Bye.